Welcome back. We're here at McSwiney, Semple, Hankin-Birke and Wood, right on Main Street in New London. And joining me now is Sarah Christie. She's an attorney with the firm. Welcome.
Hi, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. You specialize in family law.
I do.
Tell us a little bit what some of those issues are.
Primarily it's divorce, custody, child support issues, domestic violence restraining orders. There may be guardianships of minor children. It also includes issues involving DCYF, the Department of Children, Youth and Families.
Okay.
So there may be some abuse and neglect cases. There may be juvenile issues. There may be issues with truancy.
Okay.
The family court really handles a lot of issues.
It sure does.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what are some of the procedures attached to these?
Well, generally, if you're starting off with a general divorce or a parenting case, you file your petition. If you have children involved, you have to go to what's called a first appearance, which is really a class with the judge. Judge goes over the procedure of what's going to happen during your case. You'll then be required to go to something called the Child Impact Seminar. It's a class for parents on how to involve their children or how not to involve their children in the litigation. The next step would be mediation, and that's court ordered, where you have to go and try and work out your issues between each other with a third-party mediator. And then going forward, if you're not able to work it out, then you have to go through the court process of a temporary hearing and then a final hearing, which is your trial.
Wow. Okay. And that's just one example.
Just one, yes. Not all cases go through that same procedure, but divorce and parenting cases go through that.
Okay. And then how about something like a restraining order?
Well, domestic violence restraining order is a little bit different. That involves two parties that are either related by family, have been in a relationship, may be married, and somebody takes that out because they have been abused, whether it's physically, emotionally, harassed, stalked.
Right.
There's certain definitions that have to be met, and someone has to fear for their safety. Going forward on that, there usually is only one hearing, and that's your final hearing.
Okay.
Statutorily, it has to be held within 30 days of the restraining order, but the defendant, which would be the person that got a restraining order against them, is under the law entitled to ask for a hearing within 5 business days of being served with the order.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
That can move a little quicker.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is why people would come to somebody like you. Every single case is different.
Yes.
I mean, you just explaining those two different procedures is a world of difference.
And some people come to us really early in the stages, which is great. Some people come to us later in the stages, which may not be so helpful. And some people come to us and we realize that we don't need to help them so much at all. They've been working it out on their own.
Okay, good. So to retain someone like yourself, it's probably best to just come in and ask, and then you can always tell them,
right?
Oh, you're too early, or yes, now's the time to act. Things like that. Yeah. Well, that's really important, and the laws change so much too. That's another thing. We all can't keep track of the laws, can we?
Child support guidelines change every single year, so that could be some people might be modifying or trying to modify every year, but statutorily you can't modify but once every 3 years, unless there's a change in circumstances. Generally, the law on divorce and procedure doesn't change a lot. The theory behind awarding people certain things in terms of parenting time, alimony, those things may change depending on what's going on in the Supreme Court at that time.
Okay.
If a big decision has come down, they may change. Judges may change their idea of how to award alimony or how much they're awarding.
Right. Okay. Good. Well, that's a lot for us mere mortals to keep track of. Which is why specialists like you are really helpful. So, well, good. Well, we've got the phone number of the firm up and website, which has got lots of information. A nice biography on you as well, which explains a lot of what you do. So we recommend if anybody needs any family law, family attorney, give Sarah a call. And thank you so much for your advice today.
Thank you, Lynn.
Take care.
You too.